What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Hey, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
She back got me.
That boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting at the back. In fact,
it is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the New England Patriots. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. Three tight ends are out there. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
On the ground, it's Harris. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Newton's pass.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Off play action. Newton He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now. 1st and 10 at the 20. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Wilson to Metcalf that time. 1st down, Seattle. On 1st down, it's Carson. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They run it with Carson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Good gain by Chris Carson. Picks up a 1st down, and you just have to love his running style. Talk about a straight-ahead guy, no-nonsense type of a runner. He's averaged 82 yards a game over the last 2 seasons and had 1,230 yards on the ground in 2019.
Two 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, to have that dagger play, to have that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
It's a gain of a yard.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Carson. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Now the 3rd-year man from San Diego State, Rashad Penny. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Rashad Penny, his first touchdown of the new season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Patriots nothing. Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, ready to go. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd down now, it's Harris, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. 1st down, and they go back to Harris. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield.
Jordan Brooks on the tackle. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Play action. It's Newton. And he finds Stills, complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion.
First down.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Going for it all. And incomplete on the deep ball. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
There is something to a game plan when trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
On the draw, it's White. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Gain on the play. And it's third down.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Now it's Newton.
And the pass to Henry is intercepted.
Picked off by Brian Poole. And a great return as he takes this up just shy of the 45.
No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
57 the mark. 57.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson, he'll find Metcalf. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. This one into the hands of Metcalf. 20! And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards.
1-yard line.
They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Now Myers for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Good. Makes the score Seahawks 14, Patriots nothing. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, here's Newton. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up. 26-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
6-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson steps away to his left, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Watch the run. Watch the run. Pull up the 57's the mic. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. 57's the mic. 57's the mic.
To throw again. Wilson eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 57. Mike, 57.
From the gun, it's Wilson. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he's going to have a first down here as they're also into field goal range at the 28. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Buying time to his left. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Oh, here we go. Oh. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Here we go. 95. Hey, it's coming up. Hey, let's go. Here we go.
2nd and 10, it's Wilson again. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
The 9-yard line.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Wilson will throw again. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. It was the veteran Devin McCourty. He got a hand in there to break that one up.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Myers able to knock it through, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway.
DJ Reed on the return. The Seahawks take over first and 10. At their own.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now first and 10 at their own 19-yard line. And he'll throw right away. They'll run the screen with Carson. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Go down, fall down.
From the gun, Wilson. That's caught by Penny. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Go. Check, check. Fred now. Mike 5-4.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good. For 21 yards on the catch and run.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Patriots.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Flushed out right. Incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. This is Harris on the draw, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And it's 3rd down.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Throwing is Newton. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
Wilson.
Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 19. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Again, Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. From 19 yards away. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 24.
It's nothing. Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will make it into the end zone, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 25-yard line.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, where was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run the counter. It's Harris. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Damian Harris, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
24, Patriots 6.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Dante Hightower on the stop. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 31-yard line.
2nd and 11.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. They gonna need some therapy after this.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And that is incomplete here. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11.
Tight yard.
From the gun, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They're looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Stay loose.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Penny will try to punch it in. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
A shotgun snap for Newton. He's going to let it fly. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Somebody pull down.
On the option, a handoff to Carson.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. So the victory here for Seattle. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural, but I
like where we're going with this. Though you say one to represent like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for the Seahawks, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay put for